Alright, hey guys, I promise this is not a video of my couch. I just wanted to have an offset view so I could show you better. This is the Ruger LC9s. It is loaded. I have checked the barrel and I've checked the magazine. It's not in there. Nothing in the barrel. Anyway, so I had a problem with this gun after I bought it. It was a great gun. Took it to the range, shot a couple rounds through it. Actually, more like a few hundred rounds through it. It functioned great. The sights are a little bit low on it, but I kind of like that actually. Very light, very slim gun. Everything you could want in a everyday carry 9mm. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about a problem that you may experience with the Ruger LC9s. That problem being, you've disassembled your gun after taking it to the range, and you've cleaned it, and you've reassembled it. You pull the slide back on it, and the slide is stuck. I don't mean stuck all the way back. Maybe yours is stuck all the way back. Mine was stuck maybe about an inch in the rearward position. Just stuck right about here, and it would not move forward. It would not move back. It was nothing to do with anything up here. It had to do with the guide rod assembly being put on improperly, and that caused the whole thing, the spring tension and everything from the guide rod, all that caused the slide to completely seize up, and the gun was basically useless at that point. So what can you do from that point? What was the recommended procedure? Well, I called Ruger because I couldn't find anything on the internet about it. It's my usual go-to, is go to the internet, and I couldn't find anything about this gun with that particular problem. I found things about other guns, 1911s, etc., about those guns with a similar problem, Springfield, etc., etc. I found articles and videos about those guns having similar problems, but those guns have slightly different, a 1911 is different from this gun. I mean, if you know handguns, you know anything about guns, there's a lot of differences in, a hammer-fired gun like a 1911 and something like this. But anyway, so the problem, I called Ruger, they told me how to fix it, and what she suggested on the phone was to take a phone book. This will be my example of a phone book. It is not. It is a textbook. Take a phone book and, with your dominant hand, pound the slide, not on your hand like I'm doing right here, I just don't want to hit the textbook, but pound the back of the slide on the phone book, on a hard surface under the phone book. So you're hitting it like that. That way you maybe can jar the slide back into its normal position. So I tried that, completely destroyed my phone book because it took hundreds of hits, no change. I called Ruger again, and they told me something else that I could do was to, with a phone book under it right here, to take a rubber mallet and to strike the guide rod and the barrel. Strike the end of the guide rod right here and the barrel at the same time with the rubber mallet, and usually that'll fix it if the other method of hitting the slide against the phone book did not. Hitting the end of the slide against the phone book did not damage anything on the gun. You have some pieces right here. I mean, not pieces really, but some sharp edges. You can mess some things up if you try to do this on concrete, directly, or on brick or something stupid like that. So you do want to have something like a phone book that'll absorb some of the shocks, absorb some of the energy, but still provide a force over a pretty good amount of area to pound that slide back in. So the phone book didn't mess up my gun at all. My gun messed up the phone book, and I really needed another method because I wasn't getting anywhere with that. So I called Ruger back, and they told me to put the gun like this with a mallet or a hammer. What I used was a hammer. I had this sitting on a towel actually, and I had the phone book on top of the guide rod and the barrel, and I would hit the phone book with a hammer, And you know, probably after about 100 hits, I don't know how many, it took a lot of hits, firm hits too. Finally, the slide started to go up, and it kept going up and going up and going up, and it was finally back in position. And I could pull back on it and feel that it was loose again. And at that point, the gun was completely fixed. You know, I could pull the slide back, let it go forward, I could do everything with the gun. It was completely functional. The only thing was the end of the guide rod was bent a little bit. No big deal. I sent that into Ruger, and they fixed the guide rod for me. So I hope that helps. I hope if you have this problem with your Ruger LC9s, that now you will have two methods to fix it. And you know, don't do anything stupid. Don't do anything that's going to void the warranty on your gun. You know, the best thing would be to call Ruger and talk to them and let them walk you through it. They are very patient, very helpful with all that. Maybe this is at 12 o'clock at night, you know, midnight, and Ruger is not answering calls, and you want your gun fixed now, and you know, these are two methods you can use, and I hope this helped.